Yes, all three of them.
Nancy.
Sure. Here, everybody gets.
Everybody
Go.
gets one. There you go. Share the
Oh my
napkin.
God, where'd you get these from?
Taking shakes, putting them out.
Really? Oh, so.
Go to the one in Sunset Hills.
Okay, I'd like to call this meeting to order. Would everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge
Allegiance to the flag, United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands,
one
nation, under God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Gibbons,
Here.
Councilmember Jack Sadek,
Here.
Councilmember Litzo,
Here.
Councilmember McLean is absent, Councilmember Reinecker is absent, Councilmember Schaefer,
here.
Councilmember Zimmer.
Here.
Thank you. We have no presentations tonight, so we'll start with public comments. Lori, is there anyone that wishing to make a public comment?
Yes, Your Honor. Tom Mosier.
We'll be tired of seeing me up here now, but
No,
thank
we
you for allowing me to be
hearing
here.
from you.
At our, I think it was our last water committee meeting, there was one person in the audience that was adamantly opposed to Kirkwood keeping Kirkwood water. He said that American Water was in business longer than Kirkwood Water was, and that they know water better than we do. Well, I did a little bit of research and I found that American Water was founded in 1866 in Camden, New Jersey. Kirkwood Water was founded in 1853 here in Kirkwood. I think we're a little older. Now, during my research, I found that Charles Stewart Mott owned county water for a period of time. I'm not sure when he obtained it, but I know that he left it to his sons upon his death in 1973. During his tenure at County Water, his motto was service first. His motto was let us be known by our deeds. And that's the way he conducted business. And that is the way I see our Kirkwood Water Department operating, from the top to the bottom. They're service oriented, they're Kirkwood first, and they know our system better than anybody. And Kirkwood and American Water doesn't even know county water very well. There's a couple of mains that they don't even know about. And they're in places they'll never find until they see a gusher coming up, and they're going to wonder what it is. And I know because my wife worked at American Water, and she had some very good friends in the managerial positions there, and they said that they'll never find those mains because they never asked where they were. They never asked about them. So I hope that you will find a way to keep Kirkwood Water, Kirkwood Water. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tom.
That's all, Your Honor.
Thank you. We'll now move to the consent agenda. Is there a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda?
Motion.
Second.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments? No? All in favor say of approval of the consent agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Consent agenda passes. We will now move to unfinished business. Do I have a motion and a second to bring substitute bill 11120 to the floor for consideration?
Motion.
Second.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay.
Can we ask questions?
Vote for bringing it, don't. Gina, are you asking to ask questions about bringing it to the floor or on the substitute? This
Oh,
this motion is just to bring it to the floor.
Gotcha. I
Yeah.
was jumping ahead. No,
Yep.
that's good.
Okay, good. All in favor of the substitute bill say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay. Okay, the substitute bill is brought to the floor. Now, are there any questions or,
Mayor, David will need to read the title.
oh, sorry, David, please.
Have you messed?
Yes, you do.
Mayor and council, this is an ordinance adopting and approving the operating and capital budgets for the city of Kirkwood for the fiscal year April 1st, 2026 through March 31st, 2027, and appropriating such sums as are set forth herein for all departments and the accounts therein specified. For all expenditures of the city of such year, which appropriations total $123,614,765, capital projects of $22,680,955, appropriating the sum of $782,350 for the payment interfund loans, and reappropriating $3,142,095 for previously approved projects that will be incomplete as of March 31st, 2026.
Thank you, David. And could you give us an explanation on the substitution?
Yes, Mayor. Really, there are two items that changed from the previous bill to this bill. The appropriations total changed from $123,554,765 to $123,614,765. This really accounts for a $60,000 transfer from fleet services to the general fund. And that is reflective of additional revenues put in by the general fund into fleet services. And then moving that money back to the general fund.
Mhm.
The other item is the reappropriations amount is going from $1,363,235 to $3,142,095. And this is really to encompass where we're currently at on the Swan Pump Station project, enrolling that project into next year. All of it hasn't been completed in this fiscal year.
Okay.
Can you give me
Very
that number again, David? I'm sorry, 3 million.
$3,142,095.
Thank you.
Number one.
Okay, thank you very much.
The park number one pub station, not
Park
Swan.
number
Sorry, I
one,
was thinking Swan from.
Okay, all right. I just want to talk for a second about Moody's and the importance of our rating with Moody's and getting this budget passed. You know, as most folks know, we did have a downgrade from AA1 to AA3. That leaves Kirkwood in the top 25% of all municipalities. Moody's says we are in the highest classification as a high rate investment indicator and a low rate of default, possibility of low rate. We are not going to default. That's where the classification that they put us in. We've taken all kinds of measures. We've changed staff. We've done a rate increase for our electric department that was responsible for getting us downgraded. But again, we're still in the highest classification there is. So we'll keep working at this to get back where we were, to get back to AA1. We've stabilized. We're in a good place. And it's important for us all to get this budget passed. Any other comments?
I have a few questions just to kind of
Yeah.
follow up from our last week meeting. And just to ask you, and Mary might have to answer this. So if you can explain now, there's the reappropriations jumped up, but there are projects that we approved this year and weren't completed, are going to be completed next year, but they're not in the reappropriation list. Can you talk to why some show up there and some don't? And I'm referencing there's a electric capacity contract. It's an 8-year contract at 1.6 million. There is another 1.2 million in the water department. And so just so that we understand why, and Mary's answered some of my questions, but I do want to just kind of put it out there, why some things are reappropriated and some are just embedded in the department expenditures.
Yes, there are some items such as our capacity contract. Our capacity contract is budgeted because it's we have multi-year agreements that are budgeted for on an annualized basis that are captured within our budget. There are also some projects that are specifically rebudgeted into the next year, so it's not appropriation, it is a brand new accounting of those projects. Is there anything you would like to add, Mary?
The only thing I would add is, the items that are normally, like for bigger projects that are rebudgeted are usually items that, the department heads, that are kind of known that, at the time when we're doing the budget, that, they already know that project is going to go into the next year. So it's a multi-year project and they can somewhat reasonably estimate what that amount's going to be. Reappropriations are items that normally are more towards the end of the year that, they don't, like, a truck might not come in, or, like in this case, the park pump station, at the time when we completed the budget, or during the budget process, more of that project was estimated to be completed. So it wasn't rebudgeted with the normal budget. So then, a reappropriation is something more at the end where, okay, well, we need to go ahead and put that reappropriation in there. So it's more like towards the end of the budget, it's, okay, here's the projects and we need to get it in there. So if a department head knows about, multi-year projects, it's normally more included in that, in the normal 27 budget during the budget process. So I guess that's how I would kind of look at those differences.
Okay, great. So you
So-
kind of work that at the budget time and year end and
Right.
figure out how you're going to account for already approved projects that are
Mhm.
in the works but not completed.
Correct.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Mhm.
Another question. So David, at the last meeting, you mentioned there's an additional position for the finance department in this budget. Is that, can you talk a little bit about what that position is? And then I would ask the mayor if we need to do a separate legislation to approve that. But if you talk a little bit about what that position is.
Actually, Mary, do you want to talk about it? Because we went over this here yesterday.
Well, we're still kind of in the process of deciding exactly what that would be. David asked me to evaluate all the positions in the department. We've had a couple recent resignations. So, right now what I'm currently doing is looking back over everybody's job descriptions, kind of outlining and, looking at everybody's job descriptions and, deciding, how that new position will fit in. So I guess we're still kind of deciding like what that title might be. So
So the
we're still
current-
kind of in that
The
process.
current budget actually has an accounting technician, an additional accounting technician. Currently, the city has two. This would be adding in a third. But with some of the recent changes in our finance department, it's actually going to allow us the opportunity to explore some restructuring. So that is something that we'll bring to the council in the future. But essentially, this would just be the addition of an already classified base position for the time being.
Classify.
In the future, though, we will most likely have recommendations for the council to change either just or the actual duties of one of the positions, and actually broaden it out from where it currently is at, or, that might be, or sorry, not broaden out, it might be more specialized.
Right.
So you don't have an actual additional position. You're just looking at reclassing. There's not a
So-
placeholder. You didn't put a placeholder in there. You just are looking at existing positions. And if you actually reclass or additional, that'll come back to the council.
Yeah,
So we have budgeted in it, we do have budgeted an additional position, but it is an accounting technician. So it'd be going from 2 to 3 accounting technicians.
so they're already classified.
Okay, so those were already in there and we just
The,
said,
the third
is-
accounting technician is the new one. So it's already a pre-existing classification and description for that position. What we may be recommending is to tailor one of those in the future, and that will come to council for review.
but again, is that a new position? Or is that already in there? I mean, it's in the budget, but is that a new
budget?
additional position?
The third accounting technician is a new position.
And that's.
But it's
is-
already in the classification, so.
No, that one, again, have we approved additional position in accounting as a city council?
It would be coinciding with this budget. The approval of the budget would approve that additional position. If we want to pull that position out, we could pull that position out and decide upon it at a later date.
Well, that's what I'm just kind of asking, if we need a formal process to approve an additional position, not just in the budget that,
Not just the
we don't-
dollars amount, but the
yeah.
actual position.
yeah. So part of that, and again, because I know we're all over, you're doing exactly what you need to do, obviously. We have 2 vacancies in there. I know you're advertising for 1 accountant position, so I'm glad to see that you're not holding up what you need to get the job done. But just trying to figure out, it's nice to know if we're not just approving a dollar amount, but what we're approving in terms of a position, additional position, which some of us advocated from very early on and was told we didn't have it in the budget. Now it's in the budget. So I'm just trying to figure out,
It's in the budget. It's a classification we already have.
but
according
it's not
to
a
the
position
current-
we've already had. It's not an FTE. It's an additional FTE.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's in the budget.
And that is the way that we have done it previously, is it would be added to the budget like it is today. And by approving the financial backing for the position, you're approving that position, we add that position is fully funded. So that's what we've used in the past to approve that position, is by approving it through the budget.
Okay.
We could do it separately, though, if that is the desire of
If
council.
the budget, if the.
We would have to amend the
changes,
budget.
then you will come back to us.
Yes, so if there is a different organization
Class.
for finance that we find more optimal, we would bring that to you for a change, and that would be a change in the pay classification would come to you. Whether or not it dictates a change in the salary grade it would be in, so where it's ranked at for how much money it is. If it stays the same or if it would move, it would still come to you if it's a change in title. We will only hire the titles that are in that pay classification.
Well, for future reference, I mean, I would have liked to have known that we added a position, not just that we had money in there. So, I mean, I think that's a transparency issue. If we're adding new FTEs, I know you work the money side on part-time or temp, but I didn't realize that a full-time addition would not be highlighted in a budget information. So I'm a little surprised, but I hear what you're saying. And I do hope that we have, when we add staff of FTE, that we know that we're adding it. But
But we did talk about,
Did talk
we did
about
talk
it, yeah.
about
I
adding,
don't know If David talked
we
about it. in his
did at the
opinion,
very
that's
first
it.
meeting, and David said, I took it out because it was recommended. And I made comments about, well, we're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars with legal fees, getting us kind of out of trouble. And I'd rather we put that money into accounting support. And that was the last conversation I remember. But if there was others, I'd love to see the minutes of our meetings where
Yeah,
we
okay.
discussed
Okay, yeah, we talked about
FTE addition in finance.
I don't have a problem with approving the budget and this piece. We talked about a budget analyst or whatever.
I don't have a problem with it. I just wish I knew about it. I mean, again, I was an advocate, and CFC said it, everybody said it.
yeah,
I'm
that's
just,
right. No,
I'm just an advocate for us knowing about it.
Yeah.
So I will stop
Uh,
the debate.
In the future years, I'm sure that we can put a section within the budget that kind of declares the position. That way it's readily apparent, and that could go along with the CAO budget message.
I would appreciate that. I mean, we did talk about the ones you are eliminating. I would love to talk about the ones you're adding as well. So thank you, David. I think you understand. The other thing is a question just for clarification on the water and sanitation rate increases. Are those on a billing cycle? It's not like everybody gets it April 1st. Can you explain kind of how those might show up for those who are going to get their bills starting in April?
Yeah, so it will be on your April bills. The city of Kirkwood does not bill everybody on a pure monthly basis. All the bills don't go out on the 1st, they go out daily. So it will be on the bills that you have post April 1st. Those bills will recognize the new rate.
So it will be kind of phased in, so not, you won't see it the same.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
great. And then just to, again, I appreciate this is minimal changes, but it is the fifth draft we got this week. So I am delighted to see that this is wrapping up and that we did not get another huge book for this minor changes. But it still shows as we go into this year that we are going to continue to draw down reserves. I do believe that Mary and David have a good handle on that. We've got to monitor it closely this year. We've gone to overall 20 million in reserves to 18 million to just a little under 13 million. So it's going to be a tough year. It's going to be a transition year, but I think we have good solid numbers to help us go forward. So I appreciate Mary and David's work on this in a very short period of time, and I'm delighted we are wrapping this up.
Me too.
I
And
bet
we've
you
all
will.
been working hard on this. Okay, anybody else? Comments?
I have a quick question. We just got an email from you. I wanted to verify the reappropriation amount that changed from 1,363,235 to 3,142,095. That encompasses everything basically in your email, and it's covered in this amount.
Yes.
And this dollar amount reflects that. Okay, that's what I wanted to confirm. Thank you. Thanks, Mary.
Questions over here? Okay,
Hey, Mayor.
all right. Roll call, please.
Mayor Gibbons?
Yes.
Councilmember Jack Sadek?
Yes.
Councilmember Lizzo?
Yes.
Councilmember Schaefer?
Yes.
Councilmember Zimmer?
Yes.
The bill has passed final reading. Bill 11121.
Mayor and Council, this is an ordinance approving the budget of the Special Business District for the fiscal year April 1st, 2026 through March 31st, 2027.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments? Wait, do we need a? Okay. Questions, or comments? Yes, Gina.
Just to verify, when we first discussed this, there was the kind of process problems with the business license renewal, and I just wanted to double check and see if you all were comfortable where you are in the planning to move forward to capture that. Okay, I take the nods as a yes. I know it's not probably totally refined, but just to make sure that we don't lose sight of that revenue that we've lost over the years. Okay, great, thanks.
Any other comments or questions? Roll call, please.
Mayor Gibbons?
Yes.
Councilmember Jack Sadek?
Yes.
Councilmember Lizzo?
Yes.
Councilmember Schaefer?
Yes.
Councilmember Zimmer?
Yes.
The bill has passed final reading. We will move to new business, Bill 11123.
Mayor and Council, this is an ordinance granting a special use permit for outdoor use and outdoor dining at 612 West Woodbine Avenue, Lona's Little Eats, subject to certain conditions.
Do I have a motion and a second to accept Bill 11123 for first reading approval?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Are there questions or comments?
I'd like to make the motion to postpone this to the next general meeting. And the reasoning for that is I'd like to talk with Jonathan about possibly a fence around the property and cleaning up the honeysuckle that's around there before we move for an approval for this or the liquor license.
I'll second.
Okay, so that was a motion and a second. Is there any comments on the motion?
This is first reading, so if you wanted to talk about offense with staff,
Correct. That's
you
the
could do it
way I was
before,
directed.
you could do it before the second reading,
Did that.
or if you're trying to hold this up to make sure that they comply.
I'm just following what I was recommended. So-
Okay, so staff recommended that that we continue this? Okay.
So. Okay,
I mean, in the past.
I know what it's been in the past.
Um,
I understand.
We want to, suspend Robert's Rules of Order.
Would love to.
Is there,
Second,
okay,
Who was
All in
who was the
favor?
motion and
Aye.
Carrie?
Aye.
Mayor.
Okay.
opposed, nay? Okay, yeah, please come on up. We have to make sure that we.
I'm Craig with Camerlin.
Yes,
Those
Craig.
Eats. I was gonna put some 2 cents in on the fence. I was trying to, with a bar there, a full bar before, there was never a fence. To my knowledge, there was never any issues in the area. You guys have public cut throughs from the back of our property to the neighborhoods behind us. So if we're bringing a family restaurant in, eliminating bars, you're cutting off the whole south side. So I was just trying to see if that was in consideration of this.
Yeah, I think that that the issue, council members.
So it's on me. So just look at me.
Okay,
I'm
no.
the bad guy. So I have no problem with it, there already is and was from years back and cross cut through there.
Mhm.
There's stairs there. My proposal was going to be remove all the honeysuckle, keep the trees that are viable that are there, put up a fence and keep that open in between there so that the people that are, because I talked to some of the residents that are in the apartments behind there.
Correct.
And they would like to keep a path through there so they can walk through to Quickie Mart and so forth. So I wasn't going to be opposed to just making a blank wall there.
Right.
I just needed the honeysuckle cleaned up that looks like
Understood.
doo-doo.
Have you
and it-
walked,
Go ahead.
I'm not saying
Yep.
anything bad here. Have you walked that south property line there to see all that honeysuckle is growing up through the asphalt? So we actually have probably 5 foot of the overgrowth is going to be peeled back.
Okay.
So a lot of that honeysuckle with the asphalt that's been recommended by the city. So we're already having the added cost to put all asphalt in. All that's going to get peeled back to where that's going to be removed because it's growing up through the asphalt.
Correct.
So majority of that's going to be removed already.
So what I was going to do is just put this on hold for one meeting, sit down with our city planner, which is Jonathan, and have a discussion on, is he here? Amy.
Amy's
I'm sorry,
listening.
Amy.
This,
There we go.
And I
Try it.
think Councilmember Schaefer, from our discussion, it's the honeysuckle
Correct.
that, and you don't want it just cleaned up. You want the honeysuckle removed and eradicated and gone. And our urban forestry people over here would be very in favor of that as well, right? Honeysuckle is an invasive species. that-
Understood.
Yeah,
Yeah, most of the honeysuckle is growing
Growing
up through the
fine.
asphalt, so it already, with what you already have asked us to do, is gonna be, most of it's gonna be taken out already.
So can that be done before our next meeting?
No.
So I can't see what you're proposing.
I can walk you through the site and you can see
Okay.
the honeysuckle coming through the asphalt and you
No,
can
no,
go, yeah.
I saw it, but
Okay.
show me where the property line is and how we're gonna eradicate. That would be great.
Understood.
thank you, Craig.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see, where are we?
We're back to the motion to continue.
Okay, motion to continue. Any other comments on motion to continue? Okay, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay.
okay,
Nay.
Okay, so it passes. Now,
no, it doesn't.
Mayor, did you vote?
I did.
Oh,
Four.
okay.
Need four to
Oh, okay.
continue.
So who was, I'm sorry, so who was, can I just get clarification of who was in favor of continuation? Okay, and then Lutzow and Zimmer opposed. Okay, thank you.
So now where are we now?
We're back to the
So
bill
we're
is
still on the motion. Lori, it did not pass.
No, Mayor voted in favor of continuation to the first reading to April 2nd.
So are you saying that it did get continued?
It did get continued. Mm-hmm.
Don't you need 4 votes to continue?
There's three
don't think
positive
so.
and 2 negative
It was,
for the emotion.
a quorum is 4. Regardless how many people are here, right?
It depends on.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was under
Okay.
impression, so it'd
Okay.
be who's in.
What's been
Okay.
Should be
Been
3
continued.
in favor, did get continued.
Okay, that's news to me. Okay.
All right, so
Yes.
Bill 11124.
Mayor and council, this is an ordinance amending Chapter 24 Tree Code by deleting it in its entirety and inserting a new Chapter 24 Tree Code.
Do I have a motion and a second to accept Bill 11124 for first reading approval. Councilmember Giuseppe?
So move.
Second.
Okay. And I know that Councilmember Jesedek, who is the liaison to the Urban Forestry Commission, has been very involved with this rewriting of our tree code. She also has said publicly that I have created a tree hugger out of her. So I think that's pretty fun. But I know we've got the chairman here and we've got our urban forester here. And one of the members as well. That member, as a matter of fact, I met sitting at Spencer's Grill counter, and he ended up on the Urban Forestry Commission. I think that's a fun story to tell. They have worked so hard at redoing this code, and I think that the citizens of Kirkwood are going to be so happy. We've all felt like we're losing our urban forestry and our urban forest, and this code is going to help stabilize that. And I know Gina has some things she wants to say.
Well, and I just, would ditto what you said, but I also think it's noteworthy that two of the commission members are here to support Brandon. And you don't see that a lot, for the commission members who spend a lot of time and effort on something like this come on a Thursday night at 7 to be here to support it as well. So I appreciate those efforts and appreciate all the work that Brandon did. And it's been a delight to be a part of this commission.
Very good. Any more comments? All righty. All in favor of first reading of approval of Bill 11124, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Great. The bill has passed for first reading approval. Congratulations. All right. Now we are moving to city council reports. And I just want to say something about transformers. That came up last time. And we apparently have a lot of transformers. I did talk to the head of electric in Springfield to find out what the deal was with transformers. And I know that our interim CAO has the electric park department really inventorying, and he will be giving us a report on that. But the gentleman from Springfield said that transformers are not losing value, but are actually hard to get, delayed because of the pandemic, because of tariffs. The tariffs are the big thing. So anyway, I just wanted to let our citizens know that we are going to have a complete evaluation, and we will find out where we are and how we should move forward. Okay. Other council reports. Councilmember Letzow?
Thank you, Mayor. So the Kirkwood Parks and Recreation Master Plan, the draft is now completed. City council members received all three different sections in emails, and an email from the Parks and Rec Director, Kyle Hankey, that there will be a public hearing on the proposed Parks and Rec Master Plan held Monday, April 20th at 7 PM at the Kirkwood Community Center. The master plan provides guidance for future decisions, but does not obligate the city to implement any specific project or recommendation. This basically, I believe, is at least a 15-year document, takes us at least to 2035 as far as our parks, as well as recreation programs. So residents are encouraged to review the draft materials. I believe they're online on the Parks Department website, and provide comments during the public hearing or in writing to Kyle Hankey. And I just wanted to give everybody a heads up and hope that you'll turn out Monday, April 20th, 7 PM at the Kirkwood Community Center.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. I want to clarify a statement that I made when I was up here before about, and have repeatedly said that the city never received an appraisal for the Mrazek property. I've been informed that I'm incorrect, that there actually was an appraisal done for the Mrazek property back in 23. So I'm publicly saying that there is one out there. If somebody wants to go look it up. We did pay $2,000 for that appraisal, but that wasn't what was followed. So I'll just leave it at that.
Thank you. Any additional?
I did check our city website. The drafts are there online for the parks. so
Okay, great.
Very good.
Great.
Okay. City administrator, interim city administrator report.
Mayor and council, the city received a liquor license application to sell intoxicating liquor by the drink, excluding Sundays, from Lona's Little Eats at 612 West Woodbine Avenue. This request would require a city council approval by voice vote.
Do I have a motion and a second to approve the application?
Motion.
Second.
Thank you. Questions,
Like,
comments?
I'm going back to again, I'd like to put this on hold to the next meeting when full council's here to discuss the liquor license so that they mirror each other as we go forward.
Are you making a motion?
I'm making
Councilman
that
Favor?
motion,
Okay.
sorry.
You're fine.
It's a motion. Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. Okay, so comments and questions on the motion? Just to kind of, is your intention just to kind of get everything on the same
Cleaned up.
agenda?
Yep.
Okay. All right. All in favor of approval of the motion, say aye.
Of continue, yeah, a motion to continue.
Motion to
Yep.
continue, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Okay, so it'll go next council meeting.
Correct.
Very good. Thank you.
You.
City attorney report.
I have nothing to report, Mayor.
Okay. City clerk report.
Yes, Your Honor. I have one thing to report on is the scheduled upcoming public hearing on April 2nd, 2026 for a request for a special use permit for outdoor use and outdoor dining for Fox's Finest at 159 West Argonne Drive. That's all I have.
Thank you. Seeing no further business, our next regular meeting will be held Thursday, April 2nd, 2026. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
That's a record. I love it. Start at 7, out before 8.
Want to know the background?
So you just